So there is a reason every time to bring the bio tracker. Right. Otherwise, there wouldn't be. You'd bring a bio tracker the first attempt, and then that would be it.
Yeah. And we did not discover the usefulness of the bio tracker until much, like, we probably played through 5 or 6 times before we were like, let's try that bio tracker thing. And like, I don't know that it got us any farther necessarily, but it definitely helped.
It helped a lot.
To be able to track the enemies, especially the ones that move. Like, our first playthrough, we never made it to the enemy that has the brains spewing out of it, that brain searcher guy. And that thing moves around the map, but most of the other enemies prior to that are static. So it's like, I don't need the bio tracker until you get to the motherfucker that moves. And
And once, poop hits the fan and all the monsters are moving, then it's really useful to be able to mark those enemies. Because then suddenly even the ads sort of can be marked.
Right. So you guys did your huge alpha test. You had a lot of people, it seemed like, playing the game. I saw a lot of people on Twitter talking about it, and even a couple of my wife's friends were playing it when you guys did the alpha test. How many people did you end up having test the game, and did you guys learn some stuff?
I think it was like 50 or 60,000.
Nice. That's awesome.
I'm not sure. It's a huge, accomplishment, because it wasn't an open alpha. No one can just go into Steam and launch it. You actually had to sign up to our mailing list and then go into our official GTFO Discord server in order to get alpha keys. But then, of course, that's really for a quarter, I guess, of everyone. So we don't have 60,000 people sign up to our mailing list, because everyone gets 4 keys, 1 to keep for themselves and 3 to gift to potential, I guess, teammates on Steam. Mm-hmm. But yes, there was sort of a high bar of entrance there, because not everyone is willing to sign up and stuff. But 3/4 of those, I guess, were given the keys from someone who was generous.
Right.
But it was a success. And what we learned, I guess, was we knew that people would start finding bugs that we hadn't found out, because we never put in the testing hours, required, to match a group of 60,000 people.
Right.
Playing the game over and over and over like that. And when you play as a developer, you sort of play in a different way anyway. And it's hard to break that habit. You don't really play, complete the map or die and then keep playing the game, like going back to the lobby and starting over. And we had bugs, that started appearing there. And then there were bugs that only appeared in the version that was released, and not in the editor version that we're playing through the Unity editor.
Okay.
And we're not. We have to look into that. What is actually the difference? Because there were some bugs, like the music could get stuck in combat music, perpetually in combat music, even though you were sneaking around, which was weird. And that was only on client side, never on the server. Weird. But it only appeared. We could never recreate that bug in the editor, because there was something different in the version that we played. There were some bugs, and so it was really useful, and we're super thankful and grateful to everyone who played the game and helped us, because people might have enjoyed the alpha, but the truth is, it was not a demo. Like, it was not for the community,
right?
As much as it was a test of the game for us, for the sake of the development of the game, in order to polish it, further,
right?
And with that in mind, it was a success as well.
That's awesome. You got something, Colin? You've been pretty quiet.
Well, One thing that I was wondering,
he's got PTSD from the
yeah, no, man,
from playing the game.
It was a crazy game, man. We played it weeks ago, and I'm still man. One of the things is like, how long have you guys been working on this game for? Like, when did it start?
2015, I think.
Wow, damn.
And you said 9 people.
We weren't 9 or 8 to 10 people back then, but yeah, Ulf and some other original members started working on the game in 2015, and then in the fall of 2016 I officially joined the team as well.
Okay,
so it's been 4 years for some of the team members, and the game didn't look like this, obviously, from the beginning, and it had a different, stealth system, and the balance between stealth and we've been experimenting a lot, and there's going to be, different flavors in expeditions in the future as well. Not necessarily, such a heavy emphasis on sneak as in the alpha expedition, but yes, a lot of the time has gone into researching what type of game and pacing and atmosphere we want in the game, how to achieve that with the lighting and the music, and how the monsters look and move, and how much ammunition and stuff you have, because it all plays into how you perceive yourself in that environment. We want players to feel like they're very vulnerable, which is why you have this permanent health bar rather than something that regenerates, and you start caring about, getting into cover and actually, looking for something like the simple design decision to not drop health and ammo from monsters that you kill.
Right.
You're not rewarded for killing the monsters.
Right.
You only kill them because you have to, if they attack you or if they're in your way, between you and your goal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only basically for survival. Never to farm XP or health or ammo or anything, because you don't get anything from killing them, and that alone makes a huge difference to other games, I'd say, or most other games, because you're not, you need to unlearn so much from by reflex. When you're a first-person shooter player, you move into a room, oh, there's a monster, and you start firing.
Right.
And that's not the way to play GTFO. So you need to okay, this is not a game where you shoot first, And
I thought that was interesting, because you do have so many weapons right at the outset. You're like, oh, they're just gonna fucking give me an assault rifle, okay? So right when Colin and I first started playing, I'm like, we can both have assault rifles? Let's fucking do it. And then we get in there and die immediately. We're like, oh.
Yeah, you got 30 bullets.
Yeah. I'm just hitting them with the gun, then.
Yeah, and the shotgun. I was like, I'm gonna go with the shotgun. It seems like that kind of game, and it gives you 12 bullets, and then it's not even a one-hit kill every time.
Yeah,
so we just failed instantly.
Yeah, and like you said, having to unlearn those lessons. Like, I was expecting to have to unlock those type of weapons, because that's how first-person shooters work. Now, you do unlock weapons as you play through. Is that something you guys are still looking into, or is that pretty much set what you got?
The set of weapons that you have at your disposal in the alpha was not necessarily what you'd start off with in the game. We just sort of created a bunch of weapons, one in each basic category.
Right.
One DMR, one assault rifle, one SMG, one sniper, one shotgun, and stuff like that. So yeah, there will be even more categories actually in some fancy versions of it.
Okay.
Like auto shotgun maybe and stuff like that. So there will be other things, but it's not like you start off with all of that stuff.
Okay.